Hello and welcome to this basic tutorial on how to use the computer and the internet as part of our CT231 course in NUIG. If you got this far, I presume you know how to turn on the computer, so we're going to start with the basic usage of the keyboard and the mouse. You can see a keyboard on the screen. Most of the keys are exactly what they say, such as the letter keys, but we have other keys such as Escape, Tab, Caps, Shift, Control and Alt. These keys will do certain things, like Escape will bring you out of a window, Tab will go across multiple spaces in a document, Caps will put on the capital letters or small letters, Shift can be used if you press it with another key. So for example, if you press Shift and 4 you will get the dollar sign. Other keys you can see, such as the space bar, Enter and Backspace, can be used to space out things in a file or to enter in details of a file. So that's basic usage of the keyboard. To start off, we're going to show you how to make a basic folder on your desktop. So to do this, you want to right click with your mouse, which is the rightest button on the mouse. Go down to New and then highlight that until it says Folder. When you click on this, it will start a new folder and you'll be able to enter a name for the folder. So we're going to call it My Folder. After that, if you double click on this, you can enter into the folder and see what it contains. As you can see, this folder is empty because we haven't saved any files in it, but we will do that later on in the tutorial. So if you want to make a file to go into your folder, we can look for a program such as Microsoft Word to make a Word file. As you can see, I don't have it on my desktop, so we're going to go into our Windows Start key, and where it says Search Programs and Files, we're going to type in Word or the name of any file. When you click on the name of the file, then it will start up the software, and you will then be able to type in information into the file. So once Word is open, we can type things into the file, such as this is my first Word file, and then once this is done, we can change things such as the font type by going up here as shown to say this one, and we can change the size of the font. You can also do more advanced things like add bullet points by clicking this button here, or numbers by clicking the one beside it. When you're done writing stuff into your file, you can click File here and you can go to Save As. This will allow you to save your file in wherever you want to do it. So we're going to save it in Desktop, where we had our folder before called My Folder. We click into My Folder and we're going to put a name on the file. So we'll call it My First File and click Save. This will save it into the folder we created earlier, and you can see the file here. So now we're going to use the internet and basic websites. So if you go into your internet browser, for this I'm going to use Google Chrome. You could also use Internet Explorer and Mozilla Firefox. From here you want to type in your website up in the top corner of the screen where you can see my mouse now. You can type in the full website name or just a bit of the name, such as YouTube, and it will fill out the rest for you. Or if you want to get to the RTE News website, you can just type in rte.ie or simply RTE, and it will Google search it, and you can click the first link to get the site you desire. Next, we're going to go on to how you can use emails. For this, we're going to go to gmail.com, which is Google's email service. If you have a username and password, you can sign in here, but if you don't, you can create an account with the red button up the top right corner. If you click on this button, you can fill out your username, your personal details, to get an email address. So for example, mine is Tom, and for my username I'm going to pick Tom 1234567, and you want to put in a password. Your password has to be at least 8 characters, and you shouldn't be using passwords that are from another site or that are too obvious. It's saying here as well that my username isn't available, so we want to change it. So I'll change it to one of the ones that they suggested I change it to. For your password, you want to choose something unique and something that you can remember, but also you can make it more secure by adding upper or lowercase letters and by adding symbols or numbers. So for my one, I'm going to use password 123 and then a $sign. You want to re-enter this password then and enter your date of birth. So select the month, select the day, and select the year, and then select your gender. You can put in a mobile phone, but this is optional, and you can put in a current email address, but this is also optional. Next, we want to enter the words that are shown in the pictures. This is to prove that you're not a robot and that you're a real person setting up the account. Sometimes these can be hard to read, so you might need to look at them twice or 3 times. Next up, we want to agree to the terms of service and privacy policy. You can read these if you will, but most of the time you can just click agree, and they won't use your information for anything bad, and your information is secure. Next, we want to click next step. My 2 passwords didn't match, so you want to re-enter your passwords. And then re-enter the picture at the bottom. Make sure the box is ticked and click next step. So next you can set up your profile and by adding a profile picture, but for now we're just going to click next step. This says welcome Tom, and it tells me what my new email address is, so we're going to continue to go to Gmail now. This will open up your inbox, and you'll see welcome messages such as this one. These are emails that have been sent to you by Google when you set up your account. You can send emails by going to compose here, and a pop-up box will come, and in here you can just type in someone's email address. You want to put in the subject that you're talking to them about, so video, and then you want to type in the email that you want to send. After that, we're going to click send, and it will send the email to the person's address that you put here. As I didn't send that email, it will be saved into a draft, so I can send it later if I want to. And you can read your emails in the inbox by clicking on them. So that's about all for email. You can sign out by clicking on your picture and signing out there. The account that you just set up you can also use on Google Plus and on YouTube as part of your Google account.